Okay, so we're back.
Yes, we are.
Yes. Hello, Roma.
Hey, Aiko, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm getting better.
Yeah. I think we need to get a bottle of oil.
Really?
Yeah.
Speaking of oil, I have tried numerous different brands and concoctions that are commercially marketed.
And you can't beat that oil that I made for you,
I
can you?
cannot, man. You know what? I wish we'd have had a recipe for that, because the oil that you concocted with, and I know it was all natural. Everything was. That was the most smoothest, slickest, longest lasting. It didn't break down. It smelled fucking great.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not just a physical factor. There was an oral factor there as well that just made the wank that just much more pleasurable. I mean, it was fucking excellent.
That was an oral factor, wasn't it?
Yeah, A-U, not O-R.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you also like the soap that I made, but that's a different story. We're not going to get onto my creative, crafty skills.
No, but as far as from masturbation, that oil was excellent. And I know the base oils they were like
grapeseed, avocado,
olive.
No,
olive. No, it was no olive. It was grapeseed, avocado. Was there walnut?
No, hazelnut oil, I think it was.
Yeah, some gave it a little bit of spice.
Yeah.
3 base oils. Those.
There was 7 base oils in that.
Oh my God! No,
there was
so
apricot, almond seed. I can't remember them all, but there were about seven different base oils in that.
See, I think
all chosen for their richness and thickness.
Oh yeah, I think you ought to try to recreate that and then market it.
Well, we can do that. We can, once we get out to Cali, because Cali's a lot easier to find that kind of shit than what Texas is, let me tell you.
You can corner the market with that stuff.
Because they're a lot more user-friendly in the new agey shit in California. So once we get out there, we'll buy up some oils, and we will just try and remake it, and you can be my tester.
Hey, I'll be happy to test it for you.
Yeah, I'll give you a few different samples and say, slap this one on your cock and tell me what this is like.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the time we're done, I'll probably have first-degree burns.
No, none of them will have a flash point that low.
No, but you gotta clean it up.
Yeah. Or I'll give you a massage, Stacey. Front and back. And internally.
Oh wow. Internal massage.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway, so I'm going to try and get these boys on Skype together. So first of all, we're going to call Fido first. So let me do that. Let's get him going.
Okay.
Then we're going to add the squeak.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Bring the oil too.
So Fido is ringing. Fido! Oh, hang on, I've got to change my thingy. Hang on, whoa. Oh my God. Are you there? Hang on. Hello, are you there? Hello?
He's there somewhere.
I'm here.
Oh, there you go. Hi, Fi.
Yeah, I just needed to get my headphones on.
Okay, let me try and call the
Hey, Fido.
Party.
Hello.
Fido, I don't think you've talked to Roma before. This is my husband, Roma, who is joining us.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? There we go. There's the squid joke.
Got to get all the homies in here.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, my brother?
What's up, Roma?
What's up, dude?
What's up, Fido?
It is not hanging yet.
I know, man. What's up?
Okay, Fi, I don't know whether you can turn your mic up at all, but if you can turn it up a little bit, that would be great.
And of course, what's up, Aiko, whose show this is, and we're hijacking it.
Yeah. I'll slap you, Squeak. Don't you worry.
Row. With a little bit of oil. I had no idea you made like homemade oils and stuff. That's pretty hot.
Yeah, I used to, back in Australia, I used to make my own oils, and I used to make my own soap, and all kinds of things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You missed your call. You should just sell those.
Well, I had plans once to kind of start doing that on the internet. I'm getting an echo. Has someone got something on?
Yeah, it might be me. Hold on.
No, you bugger. There you go.
Oh no, I think it's me.
It could be either one. I don't know.
Could be both of you.
No, I think I know how it's screwed up through.
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. That's Fido.
Well, you don't want us to hear you?
No, for some reason I can't hear you unless I have robots running.
Okay. I'm still getting some echo, but I'm not sure how it is for people out there. So, which one of you wants to start this little conversation off?
Ooh, me.
Okay.
I want to. Let me. It's been a few years, but let me think back. The first time would have to be the morning wood.
Okay.
You wake up in the morning, and I don't remember the whole scenario. I mean, we're talking like at least 30 years, and I'm not going to say any more. But wake up with the morning wood, and I mean, it's almost instinctive, you know what I mean? 'Cause you look at like animals, no one teaches them how to fuck.
No, and Oscar does it well with the duck.
No, they do it automatically.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's almost instinctive that a young boy wake up in the morning, and he's got an erect cock, and he's gonna find pleasure in that. I mean, because there's pleasure in just looking at it. As a boy, you're amazed that that's actually happening to you, and I think maybe there's a little intrepidation there as well. It's like, I got to do something with this. I can't go around the house walking around with this thing. You know what I mean? What would Mum think?
So you didn't wake up going, oh my God, it's broken? What
No.
the hell happened to it?
No. And I think the first time, because the first time you don't know how to control it. You know, so it's automatic. I mean, you grab a hold of the thing and you start having at it, and before you know it, a few seconds later, you're done, and you're a happy boy. But then you want to go at it again because it was too quick and it felt good, so you want to make it last a little longer. So
Gotcha.
then you get into a routine. You start experimenting with yourself. What feels good? How can I make it last longer? What do I need to do? You know what I mean? So you teach yourself.
Okay, so here's my question to you. Did you, from the beginning, were you sort of closeted about it, or did it take you getting caught at it to become closeted about it?
Okay, let's go back a few years, right? Let's rewind this thing. And from where I come from, right?
Yeah.
Remember, I had an upbringing with parents that worked 9 to 5, who had a moral value system.
Strong religious convictions?
Yeah,
yes.
very much so. So mine was definitely closeted. It wasn't until my latter teens where I actually started coming out of the closet about it. You know?
But my question is, did you, when you first started doing it, did you know automatically that it was something you should keep secret, or was it?
Well, yeah, because there was no nudity in my house. My family was an
gotcha.
extremely modest family. So the adult that you know today,
Whereas mine are kind of loose and fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They're,
gotcha.
Mine is a personal choice to be a deviant and a kink. You know,
And you do it really well, actually.
Yeah, I enjoy my life. You know, so yeah, I was a closeted one because of the modesty in my home.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so. And of course, you know, you talk to people and you learn, you know, over time.
Yeah.
Especially the girls in my neighborhood. The girls in my neighborhood were really nasty, you know. So they kind of helped me experiment. You know?
Very cool. And because you've got one of those kind of cocks that makes people want to help you.
Yeah, and my sister, she hung around with a lot of
Skanky hoes?
yeah, and wild people. So yeah, as a matter of fact, the neighbor down the street was a drug dealer. So.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, so I kind of got exposed to the real world real fast.
Okay. So
there you
well,
go.
thank you.
Yeah, no Dr. Phil needed here. I'm okay.
Yeah. So, Fi,
Yes.
let's chat.
I don't have a problem with my male organ. I'm in love with my male organ.
Okay. We'll get back to that shortly. That's another topic.
I think sort of
How
agree with
often
that.
do you tune your organ?
Lately, with all the stress, I would say not as often as I need to.
Yeah. Okay. So, Fido,
Yes.
I'm going to gag Roma in a minute.
He's still there.
He is still there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me. Hello?
Hello.
There you are.
Tell you what.
Tell me about the first time, Fido. Like, do you remember the first time, and was it, like, did you know instinctively what you were actually doing, or did you just kind of happen upon it by circumstance?
Okay, so here's what I was getting at before. We were talking about, I said that I had a wet dream before the first time.
Yeah. Do you remember what you were dreaming about?
Right. Okay. Here's the thing. Most guys, when they're having their first wet dream, they're actually dreaming about some kind of contact with a girl, or they're having some kind of abstract dream about water or something like that.
Uh-huh.
All right. I had just recently read about the Salem witch trials.
Uh-huh.
All right. And I was having a dream that I was being pressed under stones.
Oh, wow.
And they kept adding rocks, until eventually I just couldn't breathe anymore and woke up.
Wow.
All right, so I woke up in a cold sweat, and, it was kind of disturbing. And I was about to go back to sleep. And I should mention, at this point, my bed was above my dresser and my desk. It was kind of like a bunk bed, only underneath was the dresser and the desk. So I was really close to the ceiling. All right, so I'm about to go back to sleep. And I felt something kind of like slimy or something like that. So I reached down to feel it, and it felt like blood, and it scared the hell out of me. I'm like, there shouldn't be blood in that area, right?
Yeah.
So I got out of bed, I started climbing down the ladder, fell off the ladder, went running into the bathroom, turned on the lights. It was like the light from God shining right in my eyes. I'm trying to look in the mirror. I'm like, what the hell is going on with me? I'm looking for blood. I can't see anything. And, of course, I knew immediately what that was. But that was my introduction to adulthood there.
Uh-huh.
So after that, like you know me, I've been interested in human sexuality since I was like 4 years old. So at that point, I was just curious. I was like, I got to know what it feels like. So that was it.
Okay. So your first time, did you sit down with a mag? Was it in the shower? Like, how did you do your first time?
No, I was in bed. I was about to go to sleep at night. And I just tried to imagine what it would be like actually having sex. So Alyssa Milano was involved, but...
Well, she's cute.
Good choice.
Yeah, I agree. So did you, okay, I'll ask you the same thing I asked Roma. Did you know from the start that it was something you should keep secret, or did that come along later on?
Oh, I kept a secret. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean, of course. I knew that wasn't something... This wasn't something I did when I was a little kid. So
okay. Wow,
I was aware of what I was doing.
I remember.
Hang on, let me turn you back up.
I remember, because you asked me, was it closeted or not? I remember that my dad had a stash of porn mags, and he kept them hidden very well. So that kind of contributed to...
knowing that it was something you shouldn't do.
Yeah, so
okay.
I found his porn mag. I do remember, I remember not the first time, but this is the first time that I do remember, was when I got a hold of one of his penthouse. And I want to say, I'm not for sure. Now, someone can do some research on this, or I will. Nina Hartley was in a penthouse back in the 70s.
I don't know.
Early
Possibly.
70s. Anyhow, she's a MILF. Yeah.
I do have to say, that's part of the reason I got into art, though, is I didn't have any access to porn in my house. To the best of my knowledge, my dad didn't have anything around. So I just started making my own, and that's how I got into drawing.
Well, that's a good way to do it. Yeah. Okay, Squeak.
Actually, one more question for Fido here real quick. So there wasn't actually anything like sexual going on in the dream. I guess it was just like the emotional like duress is what made you come.
Well, see, in the dream I didn't. I don't remember actually doing that.
I think if you're having rocks piled on top of you, I don't think the first thing you're thinking about is, oh God, oh yes.
Let me come, yeah.
No, it was horrible. It was an absolutely horrible experience all the way around. Like, even after I woke up, it was horrible.
Wow.
Were you sweating?
Yeah, he said he was sweating.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's horrifying, man.
Okay.
It was okay after that. I never had a dream like that after that. So.
I like to think of masturbation as pleasurable. That sounds almost painful.
But he wasn't dreaming that he was having a wank.
I know.
I'm almost wondering if it's one of those things, because I've often wondered this, like, if there's ever a situation I would get into where, like, I know I'm, like, gonna die, like, really soon, and, like, do I want to go out with a bang, just start jerking off, or, like, I want to do something like that.
Possibly.
Pop these rocks, I better have a last moment of fun here.
Yeah. Or you're facing a firing squad. What do you want? What's your last request? I'll have a tug.
There's a man jumping off the burning building, and he has no pants on.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I was thinking of the Mile High Club, and you got terrorists on board.
Oh, God.
You know, just spew a nut at one of them before you go down.
Oh, yeah, that'd work. Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yes.
Look out, buddy, coming your way.
Yeah. Okay, so Squig.
Praise Allah, what is that?
The coming of the Lord. Oh, wow. Sorry. Just had to say that. Okay.
All right. So just a little history here leading up. As a younger lad, I definitely had a lot of you show me yours, I'll show you mine types of relationships.
Oh, remind me to tell you all about Paul Ma, but anyway. Okay.
I did the doctor thing.
Well, it wasn't even doctor. It was like girls that, like, when I was like 8, there was the girl next door that, you know, we did that kind of. Actually, I take that back. I was 6 and she was 8, I think, or was it the other way around? I was 8, she was 6. One of those.
Wow, Squig, you got flashed young.
And then we moved to another neighborhood, and then my neighbor there I did that with, and there was this girl Veronica across the street that I did that with, and there's this girl Michelle down the street that I did that with. And there was this girl throughout the time, like wherever we lived. Her name was Jamie. She was a friend of the family. She was, I think, 2 years older than me.
Uh-huh.
And every time she came over and she slept over, we did that. We'd go somewhere secret, and we'd be like, hey, ooh, look at that, yeah, woo. So,
Did you have funny names for them, like hoo-hoo and stuff?
I didn't, but here's the funny thing, right? She's like, she... I guess her mom had told her this, or she heard from her friends or something, but she called my penis a piggy. and her vagina was like her woo woo or something.
Yeah, woo woo is pretty common for kids, I think.
Oh, that's funny. You brought that back up. I wasn't thinking about that one. Good stuff.
Yeah.
You know what the sad thing is? When I was 5, I had my friend Jenny and I, my first girlfriend Jenny. We played doctor, but we actually played doctor. I gave birth to Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Interesting.
Or delivered. I delivered. She gave birth. I delivered.
Yeah.
I was about to question that.
There's a little confusion at that time.
It's like, Fido, you're an amazing individual at that age.
Complete with stethoscope and stigma monitor and stuff like that. It's just horrible.
Wow. Okay, so, Squig.
So, somewhere in between, you know, when I started messing around with her and when I actually hit puberty, you know, I had sex ed class, so I knew what all this stuff was. But I didn't, really care about it, you know, or, I guess I felt like I knew, but I didn't know. I don't know, it was weird. But, so what ended up happening was, she slept over one time, when it was, after I'd gone through puberty, she hadn't been around for a while. We did the same thing, and we went to the bathroom, and I had a boner.
Uh-huh.
And I'd never had a wet dream before that, as far as I can remember. And, you know, she's kind of pointing at it going, oh, okay, there's a couple of hairs on there, that's nice. You know, acting like, you know, I suck because I don't have, hair on my cock or something. I don't know what's going on there. So that was when, I first, realized, I could get boners, but I still, didn't, masturbate or anything.
Uh-huh.
And here comes the part that, this could probably be the last thing I've never told anybody, ever in my life.
And you're doing it now?
Okay.
Yay.
Everybody pay attention. There's nothing like a formal education to ruin the finer things in life.
Everything else I think I'm pretty sure I've gotten out on the airwaves here. I think this is the last thing that I've never shared.
therapy.
From when I was, I think 13 actually, until 20, whatever, 25. We lived at a house that it had a lot of ground, and it was a decent sized house, all that kind of stuff. And for some reason, I don't know if it was boredom or just the thrill of it, but I had like this I had this compulsion to be naked outside.
Nice.
Okay. So on our property, it started like at nighttime when nobody could see me. I'd run around naked outside. It's like, well, nobody can see me, whatever. This is fun. We hiding out, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And one day, excuse me, Kat, can you get off the keyboard, please? Jesus Christ. Oh, hold on. Cat walked on the keyboard and turned up the volume. Okay.
Squigs and exhibitionist.
Pussy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So one day it was daytime, and I decided to up the thrill,
Uh-huh.
up the danger, whatever it might be, and I did it outside during daylight.
Were you straight?
Huh?
Were you straight?
Was I straight?
Were you drunk?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. And we got, like I said, we got a little bit of ground, but we got some neighbors pretty close, and the road's right out front. So I was running through the yard, and I'm like, all right, and I'm like running to the door, and I'm starting to get like this really like I have to pee sensation, of course.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Okay, I guess I'll go inside. And then I like hit like the welcome mat, and then I like came with the welcome mat. And I knew what it was immediately, like when it came out. Like I didn't realize, like as it was building up, that that's what I was building up to. But once I actually came, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what I learned about it in sex ed class.
So the thrill of being kind of the possibility of being caught running around outside in the daylight with no clothes on was enough.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. I like that idea.
So then at that point, of course, every chance I got, I was outside, but I was going to some spot outside and jerking off outside. Instead of, in bed looking at a poster or something, I was sneaking around outside, finding a place nobody could necessarily see me, and just scrapping a load.
Did you ever get caught?
Never.
Wow. Okay.
That's amazing.
All right, so then that kind of leads up to my next question, because my next question for you guys was, what is the most bizarre wank you've ever had? Like what did it involve using something? Was it in a particular place? What is the most bizarre wank you've ever had?
I got one for you. I have never, ever told anyone about this story in my life.
Oh my God, it's a Roma first.
Not even Aiko knows about this one.
I don't?
No.
Cool.
I was about 13 years old, and we lived in a rural area. And there was an owner of a gas station across the street. And she was about 35 to 39, something like that. And I used to watch her all the time. She'd prance around, checking all the pumps and, doing her paperwork and all that kind of stuff, right?
You wanted to check your pump.
I did want her to check my pump. Because she was hot. And I was just a kid, I'd always have a friggin' boner.
So nothing's really changed there then?
No, nothing's changed. So I decided to start prancing around my room in the nude. So I proceeded to open the curtains, and this went on day after day after day, week after week.
And she watched?
And she would catch a glance, and she'd keep on going.
Uh-huh, okay.
So I decided one day that I'd get brave enough. I pulled out the oil, and I started having at it. I was stroking, and she stopped dead in her fucking tracks at the pumps and stared. I don't know whether she was horrified or whether she was pleasured with the sight, but she stayed there the whole fucking time till I shot a nut and then turned around and went inside.
And then what she did inside?
Probably called the law.
They didn't show up, so I would say she probably had a wank herself.
Yeah, there you go.
So that was my first public wank and exhibition.
Okay, would you say that's the most bizarre one you've had?
I would say, that would have to be one of the most bizarre. Yeah, one of the most bizarre. Because I don't get into any really, extremes when it comes to that. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Show me some nice ass or another hard cock, and I'm after it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's the mental stimulus there. So, yeah.
All right. So.
I'm still thinking. I've got one idea, but I'm still thinking.
Okay, what about you, Squig?
Well, I mean, I still have, the outside stuff, always pretty interesting stuff. What I like to do often is that we had this little, house that my grandfather built where he would, go in and, watch TV and get drunk and shit.
Squig, does that mean you're going to get naked in the pool?
Oh, I'm definitely getting naked in the pool. Haven't you heard that?
Oh, that's a given.
I just want to prepare myself for that. Anyhow.
I think I have to prepare myself for you, dude. There's gonna be major shrinkage when that happens. I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm not good enough.
Oh, yes, you are. Okay, so what you were saying, Squig, your grandfather's house?
Yeah, it's just like this little house on the property that he would go in and he would, get drunk and watch TV and stuff. And so it was situated where, when they built it, there was kind of a little, concreted in type area where I think my grandmother had a garden there or something right beside that house. And so that was my favorite place to go. And I perfected the art of push-up type masturbation where I didn't stroke with my hand. I would just do push-ups and stuff. And I don't know. It's hard to explain at that point. I guess just the right excitement from that and being outside and maybe my cock hit the ground a couple times. That was some crazy fucking orgasms there, man. That's all I gotta say.
Very cool.
It wasn't on concrete, was it?
Actually, it was.
Oh my God! You scraped that thing and hurt yourself.
No, I didn't. But I didn't scrape. I just up and down, up and down. So
You probably had the right angle going on that whole kind of area. You know what I mean? Because when I stroke Roma's cock.
Oh, let me interrupt you there. Y'all don't know. She is the queen. This woman, she can wank a cock better than I can, and any man I've ever seen. She knows exactly what she's doing. She is the queen. So if there's any question, there is nobody that can wank herself better than she can. She can wank a guy's cock till, yeah.
Okay.
Anyhow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Roma. Okay.
Let's sing the praises,
So,
you deserve it.
One of the things I like to do with Roma is get him on his knees, okay? Mm-hmm. Kind of arched backwards, okay? So he's kind of angled body-wise backwards a little bit. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can imagine all the stomach muscles and everything are pulled nice and taut. And then I like to angle his cock back down between his legs and stroke it downwards that way. Focusing quite a bit on the actual tip area.
Who brought the oil?
I told you we should get the oil.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. And he tends to quite like that. That tends to be kind of, it's kind of almost a pleasurable pain kind of sensation, I think, sometimes, because I kind of like to tease him a lot. Yeah. For days on end.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one, when I've done, standing up, jerking off before, and I've wanted to kind of minimize mess or control where it's going.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just angling it back just gives that right kind of resistance. It's just
Yeah, well, don't forget gravity and which way the blood's flowing too. That assists in all the pleasure.
So I tend to like to do that to Roma. He tends to kind of purr very nicely when you stroke him the right way.
Tend to?
Well, yeah.
That's a given.
Okay, so 5, you thought about it?
Yeah, I think I've really only got one. There was a public pond. Let me back up here. Ellensburg, Washington. It's not a very big town. There's a public park where there's a part of a river that's a pond that you could swim in.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to go swimming one day, and it ended up going out there at 4:30 in the morning or something like that, and skinny dipping, and that just became a habit. So there was one time when I was done swimming that I just decided not to get dressed and started walking back to my car through the woods. It's like a quarter-mile walk through the woods or something like that, and I stopped there. And it's a good thing I stopped where I did because about I don't know, maybe 1,000 feet more, some kids from high school were walking in the other direction.
Oh, that could have been nice.
No.
See, Aiko's the only one that wants to get caught. Everybody else just has the thrill of, like, you know, I might get caught, but I'm taking precautions so I don't. Aiko's just like, come on, somebody, please walk over.
I'm kind of like
like
into
3
the whole
o'clock on
exhibition thing, though.
Yeah, it was like 3 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. Some high school age kids were walking through the park for some reason. So
They're probably
But I
looking
was
for a
done
place
by
to
then.
masturbate, too.
or they were male and female. They were probably having sex.
Uh-huh.
You should have stopped over in their direction. Maybe you could have seen something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the most bizarre wank that I have had was when I went to church with a friend of mine, you know, and she was a Catholic. Kind of, you know, and I think this is probably what started off my whole religious fetish thing that I have. But I was sitting on the church pew with my foot kind of tucked up underneath me, and my heel happened to be kind of resting just, you know, against my cunt. So I kind of started to kind of bounce a little bit on it. And I ended up having this kind of really nice orgasm while sitting in this church and, you know, just generally enjoying the sermon thing with my girlfriend. Yeah.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, hands-free. Hands-free foot bouncing. It's cool.
In a church.
In a church, yeah. I've had quite a few wanks in churches, actually. You know.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah. And I also used to be a little Huh?
What?
What was that?
Oh, bless me, Father.
Yeah, because I'm sinning right now. See, I've never, because I'm not a Catholic, I haven't been into a confessional. But I swear if I could get into a confessional with a vibrator, I would be fucking hell on earth, let me tell you.
We so need to be able to play Stephanie Packrell here.
We need to be able to what?
We so need to be able to play Stephanie Packrell here. She has this one song where she talks about wanting to be able to fuck a priest.
I don't think Aiko has that.
No, see, I
doesn't.
could handle that.
I'll send it over after
Cool.
the call here.
All right. You know, when I was younger, I used to have this really bad habit of rubbing myself up against objects, you know, like the arm of the couch and things like that. You know. I dry humped a lot of furniture in my parents' house. You know, but I got caught a lot. You know, I did. And I'm lucky I don't have a family where they sit there and go, that's disgusting. Would you stop touching yourself? You know.
They encouraged that. Like,
Well,
no,
my mum did say, you know, do you know how much that couch is worth? I remember her telling me that at one point. You know, see, Stacey, I've done the pillow thing too. You know, I have. So, but yeah, I used to get a lot of thrill out of the whole dry humping thing. So, you know, see, you could slide your clit on the bedpost. Stacey knows where I'm coming from. Women have so much more ability to utilise furniture and stuff, I think, than what men do.
Very true.
nice furniture.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, I used to get caught a lot. My mum would just kind of look at me. You know, in the end, she used to just look at me and roll her eyes like, oh, my God, not again. You know, which I find I'm now doing to Oscar, so I am a lot like my mother, I guess.
Horny little.
You know.
Yeah.
I was a very horny child.
Not the only one.
You know, and that was kind of, I think my mum was, I think she was more alarmed at the age that I started doing that kind of shit, you know.
Three?
Huh?
Age 3?
Yeah, I was really, really young when I first started finding out that little button down there brought pleasure. Yeah.
Sensation. Oh,
you know.
I just thought of something.
See, Jen's never been caught.
Cemetery.
Wow.
In the cemetery, I had a wank in my pickup truck.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've never been caught either.
In the cemetery. I was talking to an Australian
You were
woman
talking to me on the phone. I
was.
remember that. That's when we used to have phone sex. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
That's the weirdest place. In a cemetery. You know, I was looking around at all these tombstones and trying to stay focused. I'm going, well, at least they're not going to come up and applaud, I'm sure.
and if they do, run like hell.
Get the fuck out of there.
I have actually been caught masturbating, just not in one of my outdoor things.
Were you caught by a family member?
Yeah, my brother.
Did he laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking asshole.
See, Stacey, I understand where you're coming from, and I swear we've got 3 bathrooms in this house, honey. We are going to put the right shower head in one of them.
Ooh.
We are. Me and Stacey are going to have a special bathroom just for Stacey and I, with one of those shower heads.
Oh, man, I won't be out there.
I did actually experience a good shower head once, though.
Huh? What was that, Fi?
I did actually experience a good shower head once.
Yeah. A good shower head can take you places that you wouldn't believe. So have you guys done have you done the thing like
wait, you're gonna let that go? How, are you talking about like it gave a nice massaging, relaxing shower, or you angled at your cock, or?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to, Squig wants more information, Fi, so, you know.
Fido, I know where you're coming from. It works.
I mean, because I've thought and I've been jealous about that kind of thing, because women can generally do that, but I've never found a shower head that actually could, like, pleasure a guy like that, as far as I know.
Holiday Inn has some new shower heads that are fucking amazing.
Well, okay, where were you aiming it?
Right at the where the circumcision line is along the head.
Yeah, you're real sensitive there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just kind of stand there and let it hit. You know, just constant hit right there, and it just immediate woody erection. Here we come.
You finish that way.
No, you can't. It's more of a.
I didn't finish with that.
No, it's more of just a stimulus. It gets you up and ready to go, and then you grab that thing and have at it. Whatever you can get in your hands, soap, oil, it doesn't matter. Whatever's within reach in the shower, you finish off.
See, the girls in the...
I recommend not using soap. So.
Yeah, the girls in Party FM, they know what the hot tub's all about, because those hot tub jets, you get yourself angled right on the right hot tub. Why do you think women like hot tubs so much?
Oh, hell yeah. Hits you right in the clit.
Oh, fuck yeah. And you'll be going, oh, my God, yes. Bring on the fucking hot tub.
Yeah.
After a hard day work, I'm going to be diving in that motherfucker so quick.
I am so glad we have a pool boy once a week.
And I'll be just going, oh, yeah, baby! And then I'll be inside cooking dinner all happy.
I'll be calling Javier for an extra cleaning midweek probably.
So Stacey just asked a question of you.
No, I don't always wank with oil or lotion. Sometimes you can do what they call a dry wank. As long as you don't actually stroke your hand over the skin, you just kind of pull on the base and hit and bump the head. If you do that for a long period of time, you can actually ejaculate. I can't, but I have a sensitive head on my cock, so.
Sorry, Fi, what were you saying?
That's pretty much the only way I do it.
Oh, really? No oil?
Yeah. No.
Oh, man.
Have you tried oil,
You were
Fi?
missing so much.
I have a flashlight.
Would you say you have a year supply?
I have a flashlight.
He has a fleshlight.
Oh, you lucky dog.
You need lubrication for that.
You do. Do you like the fleshlight?
Yeah.
Because I hear it's one of the best sex toys for a guy.
Okay, Rob, I'm going to be hitting your site now.
Which site is that, Romer?
The only downside of it is that it's messy.
Yeah.
It's a hassle to deal with, but it's other than that, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
site would be www.seductionwear.com.
Yes.
So, has anyone done the, where you put the plastic bag inside the towel, rolled up, and shoved it in your couch cushions?
Never tried that.
Really? I hear that's really good.
No, but you can put satin sheets between the mattress and box spring and have at it.
Have you done that on our bed?
Not on our bed, no. This is before I met you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you just find anything and everything. When you're horny, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having trouble hearing him as well, Jen. Fi, do you have any control on your mic there?
Not unless I want to completely shut down and start it over again.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, he's sounding perfectly fine in mine.
Yeah, he's quiet in mine.
And what do I sound like?
You sound fine.
You volume?
There you go. Yeah, I'm in your volume.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. Odd.
Yeah. So, Squig,
I could do. Hang on a second.
Squig, are you an oil or a dry guy?
Dry.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever tried with oil, actually.
Well, we'll have to do something about that.
Oh. Are you going to give me some all-natural organic oils?
I will. I'm going to hook you the fuck up. You're going to baste that thing like a damn turkey on Thanksgiving.
Okay, is this better?
There you go, Fly. That's much better.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
And if I might, I don't mean.
Okay, what were you saying?
And if I might, if you feel comfortable when you come for Thanksgiving, if you feel comfortable getting naked, I don't have a problem with that. Just
I'm
don't.
going to do it, in the pool or the hot tub or whatever. I'm not going to walk around the place naked. The
Okay.
whole time.
Thanks, Squig.
Well, why the fuck not, Squeak?
Because, the whole thing with the pool and the hot tub is because I used to hang with a group of people that we would just all the fucking time. The one dude had a pool and a hot tub, and every time we went over there, everybody was naked within minutes.
Well, swimming naked's just fucking great.
Yeah, it is.
That's the whole thing about swimming. It should make you feel free anyway, so, Yeah.
My girlfriend and I at the time fooled around in his pool. Everybody got naked in the hot tub. She started blowing me. Her friend next to me that I liked a lot was blowing her boyfriend. She was naked. It was fucking great.
Wow, that's a far tad from wanking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very cool.
This one friend of ours that was her friend that I also liked didn't have a boyfriend at the time. Next thing you know, she's naked and she's fingering herself, watching my girlfriend give me head. It was great. I was loving life.
Very cool.
Fantastic.